Oi. So, stuff keeps coming out about Steve Scalise. Turns out a bit before he got shot, he released a video stating about the House passing a bill dealing with human trafficking. And yeah, you all heard pedogate getting palled around the internet. Human trafficking ties into that. If y'all think the deep state is still just a funny joke, oh good, just a conspiracy theory, nope. Because as you know, if you do research in this, you'll be terrified and want to deny, but no, it's all true. When it comes right to it, the deep state is involved in sex trafficking. That's both parties. Democrats and Republicans have people involved in sex trafficking, in pedophilia. 1 minute. Sorry about that. Cat decided to be annoying, but back to the pedophile bit. Yeah. Sex trafficking of little children. You know, someone tried to pull that crap on me and Michelle. My mom was that rare, hard-ass mom who took no shit. You did not bullshit my mom. Because if you tried, there's a good chance God's divine wrath was 2 steps behind her and death 3 steps further. Yeah. It's a case of, I don't approve of this. I don't approve of finding out, someone got shot because, it's just some radicalized guy. No, turns out, not radicalized. It's basically a hit. It's a case of, just, what the hell? And what's worse, this ties into the Clintons, this ties into Loretta Lynch. You bet Comey's involved. This is the kind of blackmail that gets involved in the mainstream media, even. Y'all heard of Operation Mockingbird, I assume. If you haven't, it's that little thing where the CIA was taking control of all mainstream media sources, all media sources they could, well before the internet was a thing, long ago. They never stopped, even after it came out. They never stopped. What needs to happen is someone needs to do something. If you're wondering why they're attacking Trump, why this is all going, and why the people defending Trump are being very vocal about it, especially now, after the shooting, they see the writing on the wall. Many of them already know about the pedophilia bit. And they know this is an attempt to kill Trump, get rid of Sessions, get rid of Scalise as well. Just to make dead certain that they can continue doing their raping and their mutilating and their torturing of children. These are not good people. These establishment douchebags are not good people. These are monsters. Hell, that's an insult to monsters. These guys are the kind of villains who Lex Luthor would take one look at and go, "You do what?" Yeah, that'd be the shock that'd make him grow back a full head of hair. It's like 1 second he's bald, you tell him that, boom, afro. if you know Lex Luthor and you know if you see a bald Lex Luthor and you tell him all this pedophilia stuff, if he came to this universe, I guarantee you, physics would arrange itself to make him have a full head of hair, just from the sheer shock. Heck, this is a case where the Joker would go, I'm a psychopath, but I'm not that bad. I need to remind you, for those of you who don't know your fiction that well, the Joker is a murderous, manipulative, psychopathic monster who gets off on pulling dangerous jokes while robbing, killing, stealing, and being an all-around villain. He's a traditional crazy laughing man and gone full evil, or so we thought. But as was said, a great fiction writer couldn't cook this shit up. You think this is bad? And what they're doing to Trump? They actually are going to try and kill him, I bet you. They will try. There will be an attempt. And there will be some people who go, why didn't it work? No. You want to know why they're going after Trump? He swore in a media event to go after the pedophiles, to expose them all. Since he got in, there have been 6,000 plus arrests of pedophiles in the U.S. alone. And once the big ones fall, some of the ones in the government, all the rest in the government and the media will be exposed. Now, I'm going to be having to tell this to someone who is a very close friend of mine and my sister and my family, who is like a sister to my mother. If she happens to see this in a bit, fine. Her name is Susan. I mistakenly said something that was misinterpreted poorly because I was in a state of frustration for reasons I won't get into. If you've seen my Facebook, you know what I'm referring to. I'm not talking about it. But she, because of how she grew up, despises Republicans in general and thinks nothing good can come from them, so she went straight to the Democrats, thinking they must be the only bastion of light possible because all Republicans must be evil. I grew up in Minnesota in the late 80s, early 90s, and through the 2000s. I've seen corruption on both sides. I've seen monsters on both sides. Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton being two of them on the Democrats, and I'm not even going to name anymore. Mainly because I'm doing my best to keep my temper in check. When it came in time for this election and everyone else, ever since I've been starting voting, I've not voted for parties. I've done my best to vote for decent people. Fuck the parties. I want a good person in place. I want an honest person. I want a decent person. I want a person who doesn't have a hidden agenda and that's going to fuck with me and those I care about. That's going to screw us over. That's going to make things worse. I voted for Trump because I saw both establishment sides not wanting a damn thing to do with him, and as far as I was concerned, that was a mark of quality. I personally do not ever vote for party lines if I can help it. But I guarantee, I wouldn't be surprised, given how the Democrats are especially acting, if the majority of pedophiles in the government were on the Democratic Party. That would not surprise me, because they've been very vocal. They've been monsters about it. Just awful, awful, awful. And in some cases unstable. But yeah. Just peddling conspiracy theories, offering no evidence, ranting, sounding like they need to be out of office, in that they're not all there in the head, or at the very least their mind is a decade back or more. Yeah. When you start calling the president by the name Bush, when that was the most recent one being 43, yeah. You've been in office too long, go bye-bye. I don't care what you think about the parties. I judge people. I judge by the individuals. I judge by character! Nothing else! Is there stereotypes about people from ethnicity groups, from religions? Yes, I've been victim to them. I've seen some of them play out on myself. I've seen myself do some stereotypes. If there's stuff that fit, I'm not going to bother denying that I do it or being silent when I see someone else. I will call a spade. Screw you if you want to do differently and make me do differently because you think it's offensive. Screw your political correctness straight to the pit. I don't want to hear it. I personally do. To sum up, I don't deal with people on parties because that's how they get you thinking that, oh, you're a part of a team and this going against them and the team will win. No. You know the only team you should be cared about? Your family. If you have kids, I suggest you be very careful about who you support in politics. Because if you supported the wrong person and they eventually get, as is going to happen most likely from the way things are looking, they will be arrested eventually when all this finally comes to a head. If someone you've supported turns out to be connected to this pedogate, y'all might just want to consider dealing with what you do, dealing with what you've supported. Basically, look in the mirror, say, where did I go wrong? And then get on your knees and pray. Like I say to atheists, I don't care if you're an atheist. It won't hurt if you pray. You want to get scientific? This right here is called the third eye because behind it is the pineal gland. It connects to fifth and sixth dimensional signals. The most people can consciously interpret is fourth dimensional. This connects further. That's why when you meditate, you become closer to God and closer to the beings, as they say, because it awakens the gland, makes you consciously aware, and you can hear that. But you have to meditate positively. You have to meditate on positive things. Wallowing in darkness while you meditate will draw you to vile, evil, horrid things. Why do you think some people without a crap ton of makeup look like walking zombies? It's because they've given in. They are gone almost. I'd be surprised if there was a soul left in the body. Simply put, this is something. This is something we all need to think about. Who we support and why. If it's because I've always done it or because they are the best we got, as far as I can tell, if that's your reasoning, you might be wrong.